Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here. Today I'm actually going to go through the Laspistol Veteran build. Now a lot of people have seen me play the Laspistol with the Veteran, and you guys have seen me run around Damnation Heresy with this. I'm actually going to, hang on, let me just slightly reduce the camera size. I'm actually going to show you guys how this build works and all the good stuff about it. Now, first and foremost, there's something you need to understand about the Laspistol. The Laspistol is extremely accurate, even with hip fire. And it does very, very high. Now, this is a Damnation meat grinder. It does very high weak spot damage, enabling you to pop heads very easily, even without counterfire. Alright, so honestly, this is one of the greats. When you use counterfire, it gets even better. It's a guaranteed head popper. So if you go gangster and you shoot stuff, it tends to die very quickly. As you can see, the weak spot damage on the Laspistol is very high. Furthermore, it also has extremely high crit rate. Put together with Deadshot, you can get some very, very strong hits. Alright, and you combine that with Infernus, most things, if you go gangster mode, will die very quickly. This is how you kill specials very quickly with the Laspistol. This is how I've done it in several of the games. And because it's so ammo efficient, you don't have to panic too much. You just go for several shots toward the creature's body and it'll die off pretty much soon enough, like so. You can also burn them out with Infernus, like that. Alright, so Laspistol is actually really good for this, and like I said, its accuracy is part of what makes it so strong. Because you can, like, when you've got counterfire on, you can kind of just, go balls to the walls with this kind of stuff. Alright, so how does the build work? Let me explain it to you guys. Basically, your melee weapon can be whatever is your comfortable melee of choice. I've been experimenting a lot with the Assault Chainsword. I really like it. The Devil's Claw is also a close second, but the Assault Chainsword, the Power Sword, pretty much standard issue. Use whatever you want as your melee, as long as you can, deal with hordes comfortably. You'll be fine. For your Laspistol, right, the ideal stats that you want is damage, stability, ammo, stopping power. Mobility is what you can sacrifice. But you must get a perk that increases the range critical strike chance. This is very important to the whole build. You need that because you're going to put Infernus on it. Infernus on the Laspistol, as you can see, will grant 2 burn stacks on every critical hit with a maximum of 6 stacks. You get 3 critical hits, that's all you need, and the thing is burning it at a maximum of 6 stacks. This additional little bit of damage can really help you finish off creatures. Sometimes it finishes off even the trash mobs that you don't manage to kill fully. So yeah, that is what you want. And then the other perk, try to roll flak armor. In this case, I had to roll for the... in this case, I rolled for unarmored enemies, and like I was just experimenting the other day. But ideally, you want to roll for flak armor, 25% damage bonus. That would make this picture perfect. But right now it does bonus to unarmored enemies, and I've just been keeping it that way because sometimes when I do my testing, I like to test it when it's like not the fully ideal situation, just to see what'll happen. Okay, in terms of the feats for the Veteran, it's actually pretty simple. For this particular build, what you want to have is your confirmed kill, standard for killing elites, you get toughness back. Demolition stockpile, your grenades are really good for knocking down your bulwarks, crushers, and for emergency situations. Bioptic targeting or covering fire, it's genuinely up to you. Like, honestly, you can do whatever you want here. If you don't feel that bioptic targeting is helping your team much, because you still get it regardless, you can go for covering fire. Covering fire has been slightly buffed, so it does work well. So you do whatever you want with this tier. Nobody cares. Unwavering focus is a must-have for this build because you definitely, unlike with my Lasgun build, you do not use camo expert, and you should not use camo expert. The pistol, by its very nature, is a lighter weapon, and you can move around quite well while using it. So always be moving, and unwavering focus will help facilitate that. All right. Deadshot is a must-have for this build. Why? Because basically, when you have a special on screen, right, what you should do is immediately go into Deadshot mode and start spamming. Because even with just a couple of shots like that, the crits will help you take care of most specials. So even if you don't have counterfire on, a special is coming toward you, like a rager or whatever, just shoot in the general direction of its head, like so, and you'll generally take care of them in a couple of shots, like that. And because you can spam fire, like, you don't have to panic too much. You can just spam fire at specials, like that, and you'll deal with most of them quite effectively. Even without Deadshot on, it's still pretty effective. but Deadshot just adds the extra oomph to it. So when it comes to your feats, Deadshot is generally a must-have for this build. And of course, you want counterfire for the additional weak spot damage and to be able to see all the shooters as well. Because the additional weak spot damage is hella useful. If you slow down and take your time to aim, you can really pop heads even at a distance. All right, so I use this to snipe very easily, like that. It still won't really work well against carapace armored characters, but against Reapers, you can bust them down fairly easily. All right, and this is after my buff wore off. If I need to kill a Reaper with this on, it just dies. It just dies very quickly. Then I'll try and kill some other special to extend it. Go back to other Reapers that I have to kill. They die, and then I move on. Something like that. So that's generally how I fight in with the Laspistol. All right, so that is the feat explanation. That is the weapon and melee explanation. In terms of curios, I'm still using the same ones that I've always had. I have a wound curio with damage resistance gunners and toughness regeneration speed. A health curio with damage resistance gunners and toughness regeneration speed, and another health curio with gunners and toughness regeneration speed. So that's all I've got for my curios. That's basically it. The combat showcase, unfortunately, I wasn't able to record, like manually record, because I know, because like, if I record while I'm on stream, the quality is a little bit lower. So I wasn't able to actually record any footage from Damnation. You can definitely check out the Damnation footages from my previous streams with the Laspistol. It's actually still processing in YouTube, so it'll take a couple, like 1 or 2 more days at least before you get to see the full quality. But if you check that out, you can watch the Damnation plays that I've done with this. But I did record some good heresy footage, and you can just at least get an idea of how the Laspistol build is played in the actual game. So thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support this channel, you can do so with donations, tips, super chats, all the usual stuff. And of course, before we go, here's a thank you to our channel members. I mean, before we go to the gameplay footage, here's a thank you to our channel members that make videos like this possible. I always thank my channel members because they are literally the best that are keeping us going. Here's to Death Dawning 982, our Plus Ultra top fan. I'm Step, Jerry Fast, Rogue Assassin, Old Mr. Green Buff, and Zach MG, all prestige. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our honored robots as well. We've got Jammer Boy, the Mighty Xeno, Underpaid Enlisted Soldier, Triple D326, Darverse, Cordova, Maze, Che D12, I'm Peeps, Syed Assad Bukhari, Pringle Bread, Tuani Gwen, Miss Eve, Tyler King, Coda CMF, Kami SMH, Conrad C, Nate the Great, Kurt Sussler, Corey Ryu, Benjamin Savage, Lady Neo, and Greasy Burger. Thank you guys so much. And thank you to all of our cool and weird bots as well. Get this video to 100 likes if you can, and I'll see you on the next one. Y'all have fun now. Okay, getting some footage of the Laspistol gameplay. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a full-on T5, but this'll do, because Oceania's server didn't have enough people. But for now, like during my filming hours, because I try not to film when I'm streaming, but you can watch some of the T5 runs on my stream if you're keen. For now, though, I am going to just be doing this. This is a T4, and I thought I'd use it just to show off some of the gameplay for the Laspistol, applying the usual techniques with it. If you do go into counterfire mode, just remember that your shots, your hipfire shots, are extremely accurate. Okay, fine.
Just once.
Kill shot looking for a score.
Headshot, stop fight. Grenade out.
One
prefer
kill.
the traditional kind of statues myself. Something in bronze or work stone.
Watch it! Big music! Ammo! About carpet time!
Pull on! Pull on! Killed it!
Copy that.
Busted 220 again! Here she goes!
Sever the head, the body dies.
Big music, Jackie! Stand ready! Bomber eliminated!
Remember, you're a sergeant. Act like it. Ah, yes, a waterfall of dead bodies. Also known as the Dead Man's Slurry. Gotta love that.
Hello, big un!
Neutralize the trapper. Watch and learn. Penetration.
It's down!
You're not at the silo yet? Better fix that.
Have a grenade, heretics!
Kill all of them to make this work.
Oh, it's just a veteran, Commander! Don't make me get through combat!
Some payback. Top flavor, mark and kill.
You ain't done yet, are you?
Who's dead?
Thanks, boss.
So much for that bomber!
Eliminating primary target!
Reading. Yes. One last demonic growth.
Shot on target. Frag shotgunner. Copy that. Started. Buster.
Got a present for you!
Not bad.